The old town of Pawtucket held secrets. Secrets that were buried deep within its cobblestone streets and foggy nights. Dark secrets. Whispered stories of shadows that moved in the night. Stories that sent shivers down the spines of those who dared to listen. Of cold spots in warm rooms. And houses where the dead refused to stay dead. Places where the air felt heavy with the weight of the past. One house stood out, the Wilkins House, a place that seemed to breathe with a life of its own. A grand old Victorian mansion at the edge of town. Its windows, like empty eyes, stared out at the world, watching, waiting, daring anyone to enter. The house was a tomb, a silent witness to countless untold stories, a place where joy went to die. What happened inside those walls? What secrets did they hold? Why did people whisper about the Wilkins House? The answers were waiting, hidden in the shadows, for anyone brave enough to seek them, for those who dared to uncover the truth. The Wilkins family built their house in 1889. It was a grand structure, a testament to their wealth and status in the community. A time of prosperity, but also a time of shadows. The streets were bustling, yet whispers of dark secrets lingered in the air. They say tragedy followed the family. The Wilkins were often seen with somber expressions, as if they were haunted by unseen forces. Their only daughter, Abigail, drowned in the nearby river. Her death cast a long shadow over the family, and the town mourned her loss. Then came the fire. It ripped through the house, claiming the lives of Mr. and Mrs. Wilkins. The once grand house was reduced to ruins. Some whispered of foul play, of dark rituals gone wrong. Rumors spread that the Wilkins had dabbled in the occult, seeking to communicate with their lost daughter. The house stood empty for years, a monument to tragedy. It became a place of fear, avoided by the townsfolk who believed it was cursed. Then a new family moved in, the Harpers. They were hopeful, eager to start anew in the old house, unaware of its dark history. They hoped for a fresh start. They found only despair. Strange occurrences began to plague them, and the house's dark past seemed to come alive. The Harpers didn't last long. They fled in the night, driven away by the relentless hauntings and eerie happenings, whispering of strange noises and cold, unseen hands. The house seemed to have a life of its own, tormenting anyone who dared to enter. The Wilkins house had claimed its new victims. It stood as a chilling reminder of the past, a place where history and horror intertwined. The Wilkins house stood alone, shrouded in darkness and fear. Those who dared to pass by at night spoke of strange lights and the feeling of being watched. Some said they heard music coming from the house, faint piano melodies that sent shivers down their spines. Others told of blood-curdling screams, echoing out into the night. The stories spread, whispered from person to person, each tale more terrifying than the last. The Wilkins house was a place of nightmares, and those nightmares were very real. Section 4. The Ghosts of Wilkins House. Over the years, many claimed to have encountered the ghosts of the Wilkins house. One common story was that of Abigail, the young girl who drowned in the river. People said they saw her, a fleeting glimpse of a white dress, or the sound of her laughter, always tinged with sadness. Then there were the Harpers, driven mad by the house. Some said their tormented souls still haunted the halls, searching for peace they could never find. Section 5. The Voices in the Walls. The most unsettling phenomenon was the whispering. People claimed the walls of the Wilkins house spoke, soft whispers that sent chills down your spine. Some said the whispers were the voices of the dead, trapped within the walls. Others believed it was the house itself trying to communicate its dark history. Whatever the source, the whispers were a chilling reminder of the evil that lurked within the Wilkins house, a constant presence that drove visitors mad. Section 6. The Truth Seekers. Many paranormal investigators have dared to enter the Wilkins house, drawn by the stories and the mystery. This old mansion, shrouded in darkness and legend, has been a beacon for those who seek the unknown. Each step they take inside is filled with anticipation and fear, as the air grows colder and the shadows seem to move on their own. They hoped to find evidence of the paranormal and to uncover the truth behind the whispers. With every piece of equipment they set up, from cameras to EMF readers, their excitement builds. They are determined to capture something, anything that could prove the existence of the supernatural. Some claimed to have recorded EVPs, unexplained voices captured on audio. These eerie sounds, often faint and distorted, send chills down their spines. They listen intently, hoping to decipher any messages from the other side. Others witnessed strange fluctuations in electromagnetic fields and objects moving on their own. These occurrences, though brief, are enough to convince some that the house is indeed haunted. The thrill of witnessing such phenomena keeps them coming back night after night. But the true nature of the Wilkins house remained a mystery. Despite all the evidence gathered, the house's secrets remained locked away, hidden in its dark corners and shadowy past. Was it truly haunted? Or were the stories simply that, stories? The investigators ponder these questions, their minds racing with possibilities. Each theory they come up with only leads to more questions, deepening the enigma of the Wilkins house. The answer, like the whispers, remained elusive, lost in the darkness of the house and the shadows of its past. The truth, it seems, is as ghostly as the apparitions they seek, forever out of reach, hidden in the depths of the haunted Wilkins house.